You might be wondering how to get rid of shame and regrets. Let's go over it in this video. In this video, I'm going to tell you what shame and regret really are. Then I'll cover why you feel them so often and struggle to let them go. Finally, I'll tell you how to stop feeling shame and regret. Shame and regret are two of the hardest emotions to deal with. In a minute, I'll talk about why that is, but first, I want to talk about what shame and regret actually are. Regret is an emotion of wishing you'd made a different choice, or of not doing something you wish you had. I sometimes see this with my nutrition program clients. If they struggle and choose to cheat, the scale goes up instead of down, or it doesn't move at all, and they regret their decision to cheat. Regret doesn't always come from making a bad choice. Sometimes you make what you're sure is a good choice and it blows up in your face for reasons that you never saw coming. That can also make you regret your choice. Regret is also a common reaction when you don't do or say something that you wish you would have. Shame comes from a different place than regret. Unlike regret, it's not necessarily linked to a choice. Shame is about how you feel about yourself as a person. Even when shame is linked to an event, like an assault, the shame you feel is about yourself. As in, well, I must have done something to deserve this, or else why would it have happened to me? It's about me and not about the person that attacked me. Shame causes you to believe you're bad, deserve to be punished, or not be enough. Shame is a very common side effect of all forms of abuse. A lot of people struggle with shame and regret for a lot of different reasons. A surprising number of those reasons are misplaced. You might have a weight problem and be ashamed of yourself, how you look, or at how many times you've regained that weight. It could be you did something you're not proud of or just didn't want to do and you regret it and you feel ashamed of yourself. It could be that you think you let yourself down in some way. It could be that you aren't being true to yourself and part of you knows it. Shame and regret are really common reactions when you really care about doing something right and feel like you failed at it. Before we go any further, I want you to pause the video in a second and comment below and tell me, how are you feeling about shame and regret? Are you dealing with this? Is it something you've dealt with in the past? Comment below, tell me your story. I really love getting to know you. When it comes to shame, it's important to recognize that shame can also come from other people. Sometimes other people shame you to try and get what they want, or because they're really just unhappy and don't know how else to handle their own misery. They say and do things that cause you to think that you did something wrong or that who you are is wrong, when really it's the other person who messed up and doing a bad job of handling it. Whatever the exact cause of your shame and regret, here's what you can do to understand why you're feeling them. First, write down the last time you felt shame or regret. What happened right before you felt that way? What happened during? What happened after? Writing down exactly what happened gets the information out of your head and right there in front of you. I call it a brain dump, and I really would prefer you actually use an old school pen or pencil and an old school piece of paper. Don't do it on your phone. Do it old school, because neural pathways are built when you actually write things down. Now that you can see what triggered this shame and regret, I want you to start asking yourself why, like a curious little kid. Why did I feel shame or regret when this happened? When you answer that question, ask yourself why again and again and again. Keep asking yourself why. It's important that you really go deep, because that's how you really get to the real issue and shine a light on it. What you'll find is probably gonna shock you. It probably won't be what you expect, and you know what? That's okay. I mean, that's the point. Now that you can see what's going on with the shame and regret you're feeling, here's how to make it stop. First, take a look at the beliefs you have and ask yourself, are they facts or are they just stories? For example, let's say you decide to take a little time for yourself, and while you're doing that, one of your kids throws a fit and accidentally hurts themselves. You feel guilty and ashamed that you dared to engage in self-care, and you regret that you did it. You blame yourself, and it reinforces what your parents told you when you were a little kid, that you had to give in to others and that it was selfish, that you made a bad decision to ever put yourself first? Is it a provable fact that putting yourself first makes you a bad person? Or is it just a story you tell yourself based on what your parents drilled into you about what they believe? We become the stories we tell ourselves. So if you're feeling a lot of shame and regret, it's because you're telling yourself stories that make you feel those things. Change your stories and you will, with practice, change how you feel. Another way to let go of shame and regret is to do things that make you feel proud of yourself. That's what I help my clients do in my nutrition program, the Code Red Lifestyle. When I teach them how to lose weight and feel better with real food, water, and sleep, they feel so good physically and about themselves. It's about so much more than weight loss. It's about taking your life back, including taking it back from shame and regret. If you'd like to take your life back, get started by downloading the Code Red Lifestyle Private Network, which you can get in the App Store or Google Play Store, or by going to coderedlifestyle.com/app. You'll get food ideas, support programs, and just a ton more. Check it out now. I linked it up below, and I'll see you on the next video. I mean, it's not about me, not about the person who attacked me. Oh, it's about me. Oh, I see what I said. Shame is also very common. A lot of people struggle with shame and regret. Is this video resonating with you? Let me do that whole engagement again. Sometimes other people shame you. They say and do things that cause you to think you did something wrong, or that who you are is wrong. Okay. And that you made shoot. Or is it just a story you told yourself? Ugh, crap.